If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Scott. I am an American that lives in Australia, and today I'm an American that is on a bike. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I have rented a scooter, like think Italy, think Europe. I've rented one of those kind of scooters. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the scooter. I've named her Bertha. Bertha and me are going to be going very slow across this island. Truthfully, scarily slow, if I'm being honest. But it's an adventure, right? That's the point of Scotty Travels, is we do stuff that gets us out of our comfort zone. I've never ridden a scooter. I've never in my life ridden a scooter. I've ridden a scooter now for 3 minutes, and it's a bit terrifying and also exhilarating. So I'm gonna hop on because I can't record while I'm riding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, I have good news and bad news. Good news is we've made it to the grocery store. The bad news is that the grocery store is not accepting cash they're not accepting card at the moment because the internet went down on the island, and so I have no way to purchase food. Unless the last place I went to, maybe, because their internet, or like they were able to, like I paid for the scooter with my card, so clearly some things are working, but yeah. This is what an Australian frozen department looks like. You can see meat pies. Meat pies are a big thing here. I love meat pies. I absolutely love meat pies. I wish we had them back in America. Coke. Don't take the prices here like for exactly what it is, just because, like, you know, we're on an island, so things are going to be a little pricier. But yeah, I mean, $5, that would be like $3.50 US. Alright, well, since I can't purchase anything here, I'm going to try to go back to that gas station that I rented the scooter from, and then try to get some cash. Because otherwise, I don't know if I'll be able to even go get kebabs. I mean, I guess, yeah, today's more about riding on the scooter, but I was hoping to get some food. Okay, back. Let's go, boys. Healthy box kebab. It's like basically just meat and veggies, because I'm not eating carbs, because I'm on a mission to fly. And you guys will see that in a month and a half or so, going on another special trip. And that one, there's an activity that you have to weigh under 220 pounds, and so I'm still working on it. But I've never had that much fun in my life. Never in my life have I had that much fun. I now want to ride a bike through Vietnam. I hit 75k, which is like 7 times 6 is 40, like 45. Clearly, I'm not good with math, but I hit like 45 miles an hour. And I thought it was going to feel terrifying, and it didn't. It felt actually like the most terrifying part is when cars would like come up behind you, and then I was like trying to find a place on the shoulder to like pull over and let them go by. But other than that, that was so much fun. And I had my earpods in, so I was blasting music. Okay, well, if you've watched me for long enough, then you guys know that I love Spanian. And if there's one thing Spanian loves, it's kebabs. Okay, he owns a kebab shop, and specifically snack packs. Snack packs are basically the carne asada fries of Australia. If you are drunk at 1 in the morning, you go to a kebab shop and you get a snack pack. And this is a official snack pack. Now, normally snack packs come with fries, aka chips, but like I said, I'm not eating carbs, so underneath all of that deliciousness is just lettuce. But let's give it a go. This is absolutely fire. This is the second snack pack I've had. The first one was with chips, and with chips is good. Like I said, it's like carne asada fries, but this with the lettuce, like being quote unquote healthy, obviously it's like doused in sauce, but like still really good. The meat's really good. I think it's like lamb and beef. Hectic. Don't touch me. Hectic, lads. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up and then figure out what I'm gonna do. There's really like not much to do. I guess the museum is closed, so that stinks. But I guess I'll just take you guys on a tour of Dunwich, which is like the major quote-unquote town in this island. And there's like maybe 600 people that live on this island, like maybe. But anyways, hectic, don't touch me. Horus. This is something that I've noticed is like different. Like you have these clubs here, like this one here, and this one has like, it's basically like a bar slash, they have like a gambling hall. They usually have pokies. They have food. It reminds me of for my friends back home, it reminds me of Dottie's is what they remind me of. But they're all like locally owned and mom and pop, and a lot of times the money that these places generate goes towards some cause or fund or something like that. Like there's a big one down kind of where I'm at on like the south side of Brisbane, and it is for veterans. But they remind me of like the Elks Lodge. If you know what an Elks Lodge is, then you'll know. But for those of you who don't know what an Elks Lodge is, my grandfather used to be part of it. It's basically a club for like older men, and it's kind of like where you go once you're retired and you have nowhere else to go and you just want to like go hang out with the boys. Oh, kebab. That's basically like what the Elks Lodge. I think the other one is like the Moose Club or the Moosehead Club or something like that. But yeah, it's basically just where a bunch of old men go and gather and get drunk, and then they also do like community stuff, you know. Look how pretty that is. It's so nice. This is like where if you got off of the ferry, this is like the first town you'd be at. And again, like one of my top 5 favorite things in Australia, there's a toilet. Everywhere you would ever need to use the bathroom, there's always a bathroom right there waiting for you. And then you can see they have like the fenced in area over there. That's literally just so you can go swimming and not get eaten by sharks, because that is a real concern. There was a sign back on the toilet that said specifically, be shark smart. So I feel like it's much more of a deal here than it is back in the US. Like I've done some pretty sketchy things in the US that I would not dare to do here just because of the risk of there being a shark. Still, I mean, like, this beach isn't the prettiest, and still, look at it. Look how pretty this is. It's like picturesque. The water's still super clear. And if you look over that way, that's the ferry. That is the ferry that takes you into town. You know, I have to say, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. I know I try to put this into most of the videos, but I'm extremely grateful to be here, and I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to show all of this to you guys. You know, I'm just a guy with an iPhone 13, but I'm chasing my dream. This has always been my dream to make these videos, and I guess before in my life I just never felt was that interesting, or I was like nervous about showing the world me. And now, you know, the channel has grown so much over the last, 4 months. When I started posting these videos, I was at 60 subscribers, and now I'm at almost 1,200. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. So, in other words, if you have a dream, you should chase it. Because I didn't think, again, being here wasn't on my bingo card, so. Boys, I'd be lying, especially with pies. Oh, I'd be lying if I said I don't want a pie. That is the Aboriginal flag, because this is, an Aboriginal island, and so they take care about, maintaining Aboriginal culture here. Oh, for a second I thought I lost my scooter. Oh, Bertha, I've come home for you. And isn't she a beaut? 50 cc's of power. And this place is amazing. Look at that. I feel like it makes you, at least for me, it really makes me realize that, like, we have to conserve this stuff. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword because, conservation isn't necessarily as easy. It's like 1, 2, 3, but at least like places like this. Quick update on the side of the road. Scooter's fine. I just pulled over to get one of those shots of me driving by. This is worth every penny, dude. If you're going anywhere where you can rent a scooter, especially here, scooters on Straddy. Cannot thank them enough. This has been awesome. Super easy, like relatively cheap. It was like $85 for the day, Australian, not crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna keep at it, even though it feels like I'm in the middle of Vietnam, to be honest. Look at that. Try and tell me that's not Jurassic Park. Well, it turns out that the bike has a name, and it isn't Bertha, it is Ernie. This is Ernie the scooter. So, but I'm at the beach. I'm at the beach that I was at on day 1 video. I kind of showed you guys like a little bit of it. The family has spent the whole day here, so I figure I've kind of done all the things I want to do. And I still have like a few more hours with the bike, so I figured I'd just stop by and come hang out with them. This reminds me of like New Jersey. Like it reminds me of like an East Coast Hamptons kind of beach or pathway. Well, I probably should use the mic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have gone so far into the jungle that we have found Jurassic Park. Nope, we found a mine. Check this out. So, I knew this from looking at a map before I came here. No snakes. Looks like no snakes. Okay. You can see the Yaramine mine. And I guess this actually used to be like a road, or like, it's a trail. Oh, look at that gigantic spider. Well, here's something more cool than a mine. If you guys like me risking my life for this kind of content, subscribe. Look at that, dude. That's nuts. That's nuts. Oh, that's so creepy. I don't like that. He doesn't have much to say. Yeah, anyways, so there's a mine. I guess like at one point. So this island has a really fascinating history. At one point in time, it was a place where they sent like the mentally insane. It was also a quarantine place. So there was a point in time where like I think polio or the Spanish flu, or basically like COVID, but back in the day, they sent people to this island. Like there was like a camp on this island where people lived, and they were quarantined from the rest of the world. At one point there was a prison on this island. And yeah, like this island has like a weird, like dark history in a lot of ways. Also clearly mines. There's mines. Now, I don't think the mines are active anymore. I think they were like, hey, maybe we shouldn't destroy this beautiful, pristine island that has so much culture and history. And they've stopped. That's why it says active mine rehabilitation in progress. But yeah, still like super interesting that this island has like a really odd history, you know? Speaking of history, that was something I was thinking about after the springs. I think that was where I left you guys off. Oh no, I left you off at the beach. After the springs, I was reading the signs and I was going, man, like, you know, I don't know if it's just like we don't have anything like this in the U.S. or maybe we do, but like it just seemed like the Aboriginal culture and the Aboriginal like people who lived in this country long before I think James Cook, some Cook, before basically the British and white people came, they had such a strong like connection with nature. And I was reading this thing about how they used to, here, hold on, much better. I was reading this thing about how they used to know when it was time to gather or time to fish, depending on like things that would happen. Like once the seaweed grass started washing up on shore, they knew that, I don't know the name, I forget, it's like a papuya or something. It's like a kind of like a seal, is what it looks like. But they knew like, oh, okay, seaweed grass is coming in. That means that this is going to start washing up, or like then we can start fishing for these. Apparently they had like a pretty sick relationship with dolphins. Like the dolphins would help them, where the dolphins would like push the schools of fish toward the shore, and they would catch the schools of fish, and then they would save the biggest fish, and they would feed those to the dolphins to say thank you. And it was like a symbiotic relationship. That's something about this island, is like this island has a ton of dolphins. I haven't seen any yet, but from what I heard from my family, who's come here a few times, you used to be able to go down to the jetty by where we're staying and see dolphins like every single night down at the jetty. And just like, I don't know, just reading that really kind of made me sad for like the loss of that culture. You know, I guess it's similar to like the Native Americans in America, where, you know, they were very in touch and in tune with the land, and then we came along and, well, but you know, yeah, I don't know, you know, the European colonizers came along and just changed everything. And I think that's something that we're missing in today's world. As I talked about earlier, is that connection with nature, is that connection with this. Like, you know, I don't think we have that anymore. And I don't know, just made me sad. Something to like think about. You know, Australia, depending on who you ask, Australia is a very polarized country when it comes to the people's opinions of Aboriginal and Aboriginal culture. But, you know, the officials, at least the government, tries to at least acknowledge the fact that like this is Aboriginal land that we're on, like before concerts and before, you know, like if you go like the Queensland Museum, it says like we acknowledge, we apologize, you know. So, but you know, obviously like you can't go and change the past and change the fact that Australia is the way it is, you know. Just food for thought, I guess. If you guys know me, you guys know that there's one thing I love more than Stradbroke Island, and that's NordVPN. Please click the link down in the description below. I get a commission. You guys get 72% off NordVPN. We all are happy, and that allows me to make better and bigger and more content. Doing stuff like this, doing cool, slick stuff, like riding scooters around islands. Alright, click the link in the description below. Love you guys. Oh, what do you know? Another spider.
Oh, he said he was gay.
Well, guys, it is 2 days later. My phone died, so wasn't able to finish recording on the scooter day. But yeah, if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.